Alrighty, live stream is going. Good evening, everybody that's coming back to watch this later on YouTube. Gonna be live streaming the rival mode, or the solo mode as it is called, for Wildhearts Academy tonight. So it is our community night, and I thought I'd go ahead and take this time to knock out a rival playthrough, just as something to, do to fill the airspace here for you guys. And yeah, we're going to be playing against Kaito tonight. So it has been a little bit since I've done rival mode, so I will be checking back and forth on the rule sheet just to make sure that I don't get anything wrong. So I do have it pulled up. It's pretty self-explanatory. The deck basically plays itself. Just one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing, since it's a 1v1 here, I'm just going to be playing on easy mode. So round 1, 2, and 2, it's going to be 4 cards in their hand, and then rounds 3 and 4, they'll have 5 cards. So I'm just going to keep it nice and simple there. All right. So who do we want to play as? The last time I played as Javi and Ray. I do like Michelle and Ivy here. Basically discard to summon a card with at least one matching style. It does take 2 mastery to do this, but instead of having to discard 2 cards from hand to be able to summon from the this is the library, or terms. Let's see. We want to recruit. Yeah, basically from the recruiting. So we're going to be basically doing the same thing. Study deck. That's what it is. So, yeah, instead of discarding 2 cards to play from the study, we only need to do 1. But then to do that, we also need to have a good amount of mastery. It'd be weird, but we could do a Kaito and Raph versus a Kaito and Raph rival. His is 2 mastery, swap any 2 cards in your plan, then play a card from your hand. I've played as this one as well in the past. It's really cool if you have a strategy that uses a lot of like continuous card effects that you want to keep in your plan for as long as possible. It's a pretty neat one there for that. And then we have Gabriella and Hiss. So 3 mastery to do an attack of stun each opposing highest star value card, or their graded value card, then play a card from your hand. That's not too bad there, because usually the highest graded value card is going to have a really good effect. But you know what? I think we're going to do Michelle and Ivy. I like their ability a lot. Also, I love the Ferrotoon. Now, granted, I do love my my puppos, but I do play as Javi a lot. So I think we're going to do Michelle this time around. So we'll go ahead and throw her there. We need to pull out our Ferocity and Tactics card out of our deck here. Gonna be all the way at the bottom here. All right, so Tactics on 2 and Ferocity on 1 here. And then we'll go ahead and throw her 2 Tactics cards as well as all those cards back into her deck here. And we'll go ahead and get it going. So flip that, shuffle it up, and then we'll go ahead and draw our 6 cards for our starting hand. Wow, we pulled both of her Tactics. You guys saw it. I shuffled. Okay, there's nothing crazy going on there. So then we'll go ahead and fix up Kaito's deck here as well. We'll go ahead and flip that over and give it a nice little shuffle, and then we're going to put 4 cards here into his cards to play section. 3, 4. So he's good. He will start the game with the first player token, as all rivals do. Now we will go ahead and get the our study going here. So our 50 cards. flip that over, grab that, and shuffle it up, and we'll go ahead and throw out those cards as well here. Awesome. Okay. Now, make sure, we'll double check the rules, make sure I'm not missing anything here. That is set up. That's for myself there. And then we'll come down here. Where are we at? Did I miss it? Was that it? Yep, rival mode. Choose a color, so they've already got their tokens. At the end of the round, they remove the lowest graded value card from the market. If there's a tie, I choose. The rival begins with the first player token and 2 cards in the first and second slot, which we've done. When a round begins, put cards face down from the rival's deck into the cards to play area on their player board equal to the chart below, which we've done. When a card is played, the right or left in the upper right corner will tell you which direction to push the active card. Okie dokie. And then we'll go ahead and read his abilities as well here. And let's see, we've got the Kaito and Raft special rule. What is this? Is that an item card? And again, double check the rules. Make sure we got all of our... oh, it's a creature card. Okay. When a creature card is played in this Legends plan, they push twice. Okay, so good to know. And then their special mastery ability is grade the highest graded value card in the study. Oh, wow. They just get a straight up graded automatically. That's so powerful. Also, so since we are just playing a 2-player game here, I know I'm playing against the rival, but we are going to go ahead and pull these off. Oh my god. All right, so pull those off. Sorry about that. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do the dummy cube setup here. So it's kind of interesting playing basically both versions of the multiplayer rules, or for not having enough players kind of thing. I don't know what is up with this one cube, but it like perfectly balances there. That's actually hilarious. All right, so there's those 4. Sorry, I'm derailing. Derail the conversation. Throw these. Man, things that just you take for granted in real life, like putting out these cubes is so easy, but in here it's like chunk, chunk. All right, cool. So then let's see, we got our deck here. And then we've got Kaito. So Kaito is going to start out. We're going to go ahead and flip over this top card for him, and then go ahead and play it here. So when a tactics card is played to any student's plan, he's going to get power. Okay. And then he's got his stun this. Grade the lowest graded value special card in the study. All right. So... noted, if we attack him, that's going to happen. And this is a creature card, so then it should immediately push then. It's interesting. And then this one, when it goes out, we're going to supplant 1 in the left and center field. So he's going to go ahead and pull one of these out. And then one of these out. Dang. He's already kicking butt here. Now, would the Blisterno push itself out? I don't think so, because then it would always just push itself out. So I think playing it is 1, and then the second would be it's bingo to the side. Because, yeah, otherwise it would always just push itself out immediately, and that wouldn't make any sense. All right, and then I like to just have my discard over here. Just, I don't know, just kind of flows that way for me. Deck next to cards to play, and then even on my own board here, the prep area, those are the cards you draw first before your deck. And then your discard, you'll always want to take a card out to grade, so it just makes sense for the discard to be next to the graded. It's just kind of a personal preference there. Okay, now it's kicks over to me. So what do we want to do here? We've got some good stuff. who defends gains +1. So we could play this to go ahead and get our ability going. That's really nice. Ooh, this and the Jelly Cane. Oh, man. It has been a while since I played her. Man, I love the Ferrotoon. It's such a cool... I love the spellbook. Oh, this art is just so good. So yeah, she can really get her ability going like non-stop. That's great. Unfortunately, he does have this stun. He has the shield here, so grade the lowest value graded card with special in the study. So let's take a look at the study right quick. There is one, and it's the Magmi with 4. Okay, no, we're gonna start with the Jelly first. We'll play it a little slow there. We're gonna play the Jelly first. To go ahead and give us 2 mastery cubes here. So I'll go ahead and grab 2 of these. Yeah, I would really like him to push out that that card of his. That'd be nice. All right, kicking it back over here to him. We'll go ahead and flip this next card over. We got a tactics card, so it is a ongoing when a stun card exits an opposing student's plan. So he'll get that 1 power then. And then, what is this one? +1 power when a tactics card is played to any student's plan. So he's going to go ahead and get this. So he's going to get +1 power, and it's going to be over here in... oh, come on now. The Peaceful Glade here. All right, so yeah, that went ahead and triggered. And yeah, so not a creature card, so it will not push twice. All right. Let's see. I really like the Petalmander. I don't really want to see it get pushed out. So, and we really want to push the Warder out. So Warder is going to gain us a VP, and if it exits out the 3, we also gain a mastery. So we really want to get that pushed to the right. I could prepare here. I could just play the Lady Seer for 1 power, but it's not really doing a ton. I could do a draw and a discard and get another Petalmander in rotation. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to play the Petalmander here. We're going to push the Warder off to the side here. So we will be able to draw 1 card and discard 1. Stun each opposing 2. If I'm going to be playing anything that's going to be stunning something, I would much rather it be something like our channeling card here. So let's go ahead and just make that our discard here. I'm not too terribly worried about it. And that also, when we do start to summon cards, we'll have 2 Petalamanders in rotation. So once we start using her ability here, it's really gonna start to kick off. Which is probably what we'll do on the next turn, is we'll start recruiting or start summoning from the study here. All right, now let's go ahead and see what that next card is. I don't know why that's highlighting there. All right, so sideways attack. We got another tactics card. So we'll go ahead and it's going to shove everything to the right. And then, so when played, swap this plan's 1 and 2. If either were stunned, recover them. If not, +3 power in the Dangerous Summit. Ouch. Okay. Swap this plan's 1 and 2. So we're going to swap these around. Oh, that really is brutal for us, because now this is even further away from getting pushed out, this Blisterno here. So, ouch. All right. And then this was a tactics card. So then... Or actually, sorry, we had to put the power out first. So power into the summit because there wasn't anything stunned. Look at this. I don't have a single power on the board yet. And he's already like supplanted and done all kinds of stuff. All right. And then when a tactics card is played to any student's plan, he's going to gain a power as well. And that's going to be in the local village. Golly, now he's winning that. I did not. I played a creature. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so that kicks us back over to us. Let's see, what can we go ahead and grab here? We do have... Oh, we have 3 special cards and 1 tactics. So looking for special and tactics, we've got the Surging Strike. We can take the Magby, the Scroll of Healing. So it's going to be these 3 cards that we can choose from. We can get a shield for us, discard this card instead, and place a creature card from your discard in this slot. That's not too bad. But it's only place. It's not place. I don't think we'd get the on-play effect. When it leaves, we would get 3 power and prepare 1. Not too bad. This one, when the Magmy's played, we're going to draw. So draw 2, trash 1. Okay. Then you may swap 2 cards in your plan. In the ongoing, when you prepare a card, gain plus or draw 2, discard 2. It's not really with our strategy too much there. And we have the Surging Strike, plus 1 power for each card in your hand. It's okay. And then the ongoing here, plus power when you play a card from your hand. That's just a really good card. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Grab that Surging Strike. So it is a tactics card, so we have to discard the Warder here to be able to do it. So we're going to spend our 2 mastery to activate our Michelle and Ivy ability. So 2 mastery, discard 1 card to summon a card with at least 1 matching style. So we'll discard the Warder here to go ahead and... Oh, did I already move it? Where to move it to? What? Oh, it's up here. Weird. Okay. Oh, I bet whenever I selected the mastery cubes, it moved it. Okay, so then we're going to want to go ahead and kick the Warder out. So we'll move the Jelly King down. We'll move the Petalamander down to go ahead and play this. So plus 1 power for each card in hand. So we've got 3. And we've got 3 different fields we can choose it from. Of course, they all have to go into the same field. Welcome, whoever just joined into the Discord. Looks like it is Gareth. Gareth, welcome back. All right, so I could tie for second in Dangerous Summit. I could go to the local village and win the local village, or we can go to and win the Peaceful Glade. I think we'll go ahead and go take the Peaceful Glade. I'd like to prepare some cards, so a free prepare, not too bad there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our Warder here. So gain 1 VP. We'll go ahead and gain that VP right quick. And then if this exits from 3, which it did, we gain a free mastery. So I will gladly take one of those mastery backs that we just spent to do this. And then both of our Petalamanders are going to trigger here. So plus 1 power each time you summon a card. And we've got 2. I can do this one can go to either of these slots, and then this one can go to either of these slots. I could put them both in the local village, which I think is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put both in the local village. That seems good. Okay. And I believe that is it. I'm not missing any other interactions here. So we'll go ahead and kick it back over to Kaito. He is on his last card here. So good news for us. All right. Instant Vantage. So he just activate his mastery immediately. It is a push to the right. I played a tactics card. So I believe that actually does trigger... the Blisterno, yeah, to any student's plan, he gains a power, and that's going to be in this one, so it's going to trigger before that. So, man, that means he's back to winning the local village there. So, ouch. All right, so that's getting pushed, and then that's going to go there. So we got a lot of stuff triggering at this point. So he is going to, this card is leaving, so he's going to get a prepare. But first, we need to trigger this. Instant Vantage. When played, you instantly get to activate his ability. Grade the highest graded value card in the study. And again, if it's tied, we do get to choose. But I think it's going to be... Oh, we do need to flip one over. Yeah, it's going to be the Magmy. So the Magmy just instantly, he gets to grade. And boom, he's got 4 victory points right there already. Just chilling, and then he's going to get to prepare 1. Now, I'm going to imagine, we'll double check the rules, see if it states, but I'm pretty sure that he just is going to do the highest. Right? Where'd it go? Here we go. When a card is played, its hand, there are graded cards to the plan. At the end of the round. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what happens when he prepares a card. Does he prepare cards? Because you wouldn't be able to... It wouldn't tell you where to push them. And then which one do we choose? Yeah, so he does prepare when it goes out. Just double clicking. So +1 draw for him next round. Okay, so he just gets to throw a card into his prepared for next round. Okay. And then I'm just going to assume he would take whatever the highest value is, but they're all threes. Well, like what would make sense for him to play here? Deck graded or gain equal to its value. No, he wouldn't choose that. From your discard in this slot. He'd probably take a Scroll of Healing, wouldn't he? Alright. So then he's going to go ahead and prepare that. So just throw it right there on top of his deck. Okay, and then that goes to his discard. Alright, so he'd done that. I think we triggered everything. Did we do this? Yeah, we did that first, and then to prepare. Oh, he prepares from his deck. Oh, okay. Now I see. So, yeah, he takes that. Okay. I do have a developer here in my ear. That's what the pinging is. So I thought it was a little weird, like he was preparing. So just going on, I'm just using the quick rules here. I don't have the full rule breakdown book in front of me at the moment. So yeah. All right. So yeah, he's gonna get an extra card. That's crazy. Okay, it makes sense though. I could see that because he doesn't have the efficiency that we do. Are we triggering any stuff here? A tactics card was played, so he's going to gain a power over here to the summit. Let's go grab he's almost used up all of his cubes here. He's now tied, so we got to be careful. Let's see. Anything else? Stun card. Nope, no stun cards anywhere. And that was not a creature card. Okay. Back to us now. We only have the one mastery here. He still has this thing. Stun this card instead. Grade the lowest graded value in the study. Ugh. But at the same time, I feel like waiting. He's got one more card that he can play now. Yikes. I could try to wait it out, but then I'm going to be discarding one of my channelings, and that's not great either. But I think it's kind of got to be done here. From your discard or preparation area. Ooh, I could discard this to prepare, and then when we knock out the jelly cane, I can go ahead and grade that. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and discard the Lady Seer here to prepare a card. And it's going to be something that we're just going to grade immediately. So it doesn't really matter what we take, because it's just going to get graded. So I'm just going to Scroll of Healing, so that way we can get something else different, potentially, to choose from when we activate our ability here. So We're just going to play it slow, and we're going to discard to prepare a card. All right. He's going to go ahead and flip this card he just prepared. Oops. All right. Stun each opposing lowest grade value card. Oof. Ouch. All right. And then that pushes to the left. Oh, so it didn't even push out the block that I was hoping for. That's rough. All right. So he's going to get a stun the lowest. I think I said highest, but he's going to stun the lowest. But that's going to be all of these things. So what would he want to do? He would probably do my jelly, right? I feel like if I was him and I was choosing what to stun, I would stun the jelly because he just saw us like prepare that card. So I'm gonna play it legit, and we're gonna go ahead and stun the jelly. So that's rough for us. Oh, I flipped that one over. That's not supposed to flip. All right. And then when an opposing student grades, oh, he's going to get 2 power. Ouch, golly. He's kicking our butt. All right, so discard all block cards from the study and grade the lowest graded value card discarded. Oh, okay. Oh, from the study. Dang it. I was thinking plan in my head. I was like, cool, he'll get rid of his own block. Nope. All right. So yeah, oh my gosh, look at that. There's 3. He's just, oh, and we did miss flipping over. Oh my gosh, 4. Golly, that's crazy. So he's going to discard 4 and grade the lowest graded value card discarded. So out of all these, he's going to pick the lowest, which are all 3s. So we'll just grab a Tortu then and throw it into his graded area. It's not looking too good for us, guys. And then all these are going to go to the discard. And then we got to refill the row here. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to choose from here, too. Ooh, some mastery point stuff. All right. Well, I have prolonged it as long as I could. I maybe a little too long, in fact. But we're going to go ahead and start playing this. So we're going to go ahead and kick out our Jelly Cane. That's not going to do anything to play our channeling. So it's going to go ahead and attack. It's going to give us 2 mastery. And then each student who defends is going to gain a mastery cube. But that's okay because NPCs don't use mastery cubes. So this card is going to defend though. So stun this card instead. Grade the lowest graded value special card in the study. That'd be great if there was no... Oh, man, the very last one. Oh, no, it's the Blisterno. It's the one we wanted, too. Golly, we have the worst luck right now. Just absolutely brutal. The only special card, and it was the one we wanted. All right. So now kick it back over to him. He will pass. This was a tactics card, so he will gain that ability. Or did that one go out? Though that one got pushed out. Okay, cool. When opposing student grades. Okay, yeah, not when he grades. That's good news. Okay, so at least he's not gaining any more for the tactics cards. All right, so he's going to pass now because he's out of stuff to do, finally. We can use our mastery here, or we could go ahead and play just to get another mastery point, and that would go ahead and put us at max, which isn't too bad. But let's see. We could take a special, but the only special card right now is going to be the Magical Melody. Stun each opposing 2 card, plus 2 power in the, what is that? The local village for each tactics card stunned. Opposing 2. And it's not even a tactics card, so we wouldn't even get any value off of this. And we're already... No, that's them. They're winning local village. Ouch. Golly, even worse. Yeah, that's rough. At least we're winning the Peaceful Glade. We're winning something. We have no points in Dangerous Summit, but dang it. 1 cube in Dangerous Summit and we would get 4 victory points. Let's see. When we summon a card, we get... Yeah, so we can do that. We can use our ongoing stuff here to do that. It's not too bad, but we'd also get it if we played the channeling. So if we played the channeling, we could at least trigger the Surging Strike to play 1 power. I don't know. We could tie for the village. No, it'd be better to play over here and get second in the Dangerous Summit for 4. Yeah, and that makes more sense to do it over there. So I think that's what we will do then, because I really hate missing out on this. As opposed to, if we summoned a card, we would get 2. Which I could put 1 there and 1 there to tie. Or I put it over here and tie this. Oh, man. This is one of those moments where you really got to think. If we stun the 2, is that really that great? As though it exited from the opposite side of the plan. Like, stunning the sideways attack isn't, like, amazing. No, we're gonna get our points here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play. I want the mastery points just because it might be a bit before I get any more mastery points. So we're gonna go ahead and get 2 more mastery cubes here. And that puts us up to 5, which is the max, I do believe. And then we played a card, so we're going to trigger our Surging Strike on going, so we can play a 1 cube out to either the center or right field. We're going to play it to the right field because that'll give us second place in the Dangerous Summit, which is going to get us 4 victory points when we pass. All right, and that's going to kick this guy out over here, and we gain that. No one's able to, yeah, he doesn't have any blockers to defend there, so no attacking. And yeah, I think that is it for us. All right, so yeah, now I'll pass as well, and the round will end. So we'll come over here to our Peaceful Glade. I win, so I'm going to get 5 victory points, and he's going to get 3. I'm going to grab my 5. So I was slow to get cubes out, but once we did, we were in a pretty good position. I also get to prepare a card for free here. Bouncing Orb, plus 2 power, plus 4 power if you didn't have any stun cards in your plan instead. Ooh, that's pretty good. If we play that, if that's like our first thing that we do, right? Yeah, because we don't have any stun cards right now. Let's see. Stun each opposing 3 card. Gain power for each might card you stun. Like, the Tigran would be really good in a big multiplayer game, but in just a 1v1, it kind of loses a little bit of its usefulness. Amtar, reveal the top card of your deck, grade it, or gain mastery equal to its... what is it, the top card value? Okay, it's just going to be 0 or 1, which isn't going to be great because we don't have a whole lot of study cards in our deck yet. We've got Drill Attack for each opponent that cannot defend. This gains plus 1 mastery. Again, in a bigger game, this would be great, but in this small game, not so useful. Magical Melody here, stun each opposing 2, which we already talked about. Plus 2 power in the local village for each tactic card stunned, which again, I mean, it could be ambush, but we don't really know. We're going to take the Bounce Orb. Absolutely. This Bounce Orb seems amazing right now for us. So we'll go ahead and prepare that. Go ahead and throw it there. All right, and then we'll go ahead and reset our cubes. So we'll put the opposing one there. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can move these cubes around. All right, and then our opponent, Kaito, will take his back. We'll come over here to the center one. He's going to gain 3 victory points because he is winning here. He will keep the first player token. I'm going to gain 1 for having the second most power there. So at least we got ourselves a little something something. Go ahead and throw this cube back in there. And then here, this is the one that kind of hurts. He's going to gain 7. But because I was able to throw that 1 cube in there, he's tied for first, which means I can go ahead and swoop in and scoop up second and grab myself 4 victory points. So again, that single cube right there actually coming in pretty clutch at the end. And then we'll go ahead and pull these out. We do need to fill our card back here. Oh, we got a field guide. Discard the top card of your deck, gain its play or leaving effect. Not bad. If you aren't winning this field, gain 1 VP. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, everything is reset there. And then we need to kick out a card out of the study. Alright, so, and I believe the rule says he kicks out the lowest. Where did it say? Yeah, at the end of each round, the rival removes the lowest graded value card from the market. If there's a tie, you choose, which is going to be, I think, a lot of these. There's like several 3s in here. Yep. All right, so they're going to choose. I think I'm just going to kick out this field guide because it wasn't like super crazy. All right, and we'll replace it. And then I get to kick out a card. Let's see. I kind of wouldn't mind getting rid of this. That gives us mastery. Stun each opposing 2 for each card. For each tactics card stunned. When you play, prepare, or summon a tactics card, you gain a power. When a card in your plan is stunned, gain 1. We'll just do the Amtar. I think that's what we'll get rid of. And then replace it with another Amtar. That is hilarious. Okay, cool. All right, and then we'll go ahead and get our cards to hand here. So I'm going to go take 2 from my prepared, and then we're going to draw 4 to get us up to our 6. All right, this is going to be round 2, so he is going to get himself 4 cards again. Boom, 4 cards. We'll go ahead and move the marker here down to the round 2 slot. Okay, so he will go first then. All right, flip over the card. It's going to be pushing to the right. It is not a creature card, so it's not going to push twice. This card is face down, so that's good news for us. So it's not going to trigger anything there. But it is a blocker here, so discard this card instead. Grade the highest graded value ferocity card in the study. Okay. And then when it leaves, that's the scary part. When it leaves, he gets to activate his grade ability. So actually not a bad one to go ahead and stun. Yeah, because I mean both of them are going to be the same, right? Yeah, this one's just the highest any graded value card. At least this one is locked to ferocity, which I believe is going to be the Amtar. Yeah, so I would much rather him grade the Amtar than like something like the Tiger and get even more victory points. So if we can go ahead and hit that, that would be pretty good for us. All right, and then, yeah, so nothing else should trigger there. Yeah, and we have not graded yet. Crazy enough. Okay, so when we play a card from our hand or when we summon, which one do we want to knock out here? I kind of want to play the Bounce Orb first. Because, yeah, if we play the Bounce Orb, we trigger the Surging Strike as we knock it out. That makes sense. And then we'll use our ability afterwards. So, because I don't want to risk any of my stuff getting stunned while I've got this Bounce Orb in hand. So as we play it here, so 2 power plus 4 power if you have any stun card, if you have any stun cards in your row. Oh, I misread that. Okay, we might need to take that back then. Yeah, plus 2 or plus 4 if I do have. Okay, I was thinking if I didn't have. The power of reading, folks. Don't skip school. Not that I did, but apparently I still can't read. Okay. So then maybe we do go ahead and just prepare, or not prepare. We'll go ahead and use our ability here. What would we like to grab with that? Or grade 1 card from your preparation area or your discard. I don't know if we have anything big in our discard. I think it's all just like starter cards. We haven't actually made it to the point of pushing anything out yet. Yeah. So the Hydrophone would be pretty good. Not too bad. We could also just play it. When a card in your plan is stunned, gain 1 mastery. Not too bad. Gain a power every time we play something. Stun each opposing 2. For each opponent that cannot defend, gain 1 mastery. Yeah, the Hydrophan's not bad. Can we get it? Yeah, we could discard the Lady Seer here. I kind of actually want to discard the scroll. Like, as crazy as that is. Yeah, this might be the wrong move here. But I'm going to discard the scroll just because I don't have anything big in my discard yet. And I'd kind of like to keep the Surging Strike in rotation. And then we're going to spend our 2 Mastery Cubes here to go ahead and play this. To summon it, I should say. I think we're going to kick out... We could kick out the Petalamander or the Surging Strike. Yeah, we'll do the Surging Strike. Kick that out. Also, I want my channelings back, so we kind of need to get them going. All right, and so when we play it, we can do that, or we can grade a card. I think I'm just going to grade. I don't have anything graded yet, so we'll go ahead and grade that instead of the 3 power. That could be the wrong move. We'll find out. Surging Strike here, the ongoing will, or not the Surging Strike, sorry, the Petalamander, because we summoned a card, we get to play out a power to either the middle or left field. Yeah, we'll go for Peaceful Glade here. Try to work towards that. Again, that preparation can be really, really powerful here. This is a creature card. Not that that matters, I don't believe. Okay. And then Surging Strike is going to go away. Ooh, goodness. All right, a lot going on here. So, kicking it back over to him. Oh, we do need to replace that card. Ooh, Ward Spell. Stun this card instead, gain 1 VP, or swap 2 other cards in your plan. Very interesting. And a draw 2 -2, which is actually really strong. So it's this. Oh, great. Training items. Push to the left here. And then he gets to immediately activate his ability, so grade the highest graded value in the study card. Yeah, we'll do the Tigran. It's the closest to the deck, I guess. And then replace it. Ooh, supplant 2? Ooh, Fury Potion. Love to see it. All right, and then Instant Vantage gets kicked out. Plus power equal to the number of Tactics card in the study. All right, oops, nope, you go back. All right, so 1, 2. Okay, so it's just 2. He's gonna get 2 cubes over here in the Peaceful Glade, which that's not too bad. It could have been much worse. All right, and that's going to go ahead and go over there. And, yep. Oh, he did gain, we did just grade a card, so he's actually going to gain 2 here. I did miss that in the Calm Village. Is that what it is? No, Local Village. Okay, all right, and it's going to kick it back over to us now. Oh, gosh. My discard just keeps getting further and further away. I'm going to move this player aid card off to the side a little bit. There we go. All right, so we can go ahead and summon again. When a card in your plan is stunned, which is not the case, we can go ahead and kick this out and supplant with it. Summon a card. We'll be able to gain another Petalamander trigger here. We don't have anything stunned yet, so I want to hold on to that bounce orb as long as possible. I also want to hold on to the jelly cane, because once we spend this next amount, we're going to be really, really, we're going to need more mastery. So we can take a might, we can take a, what is this, fortitude or special card here. And, yep. So let's take a look here. That Fortitude, that Ward Spell, looking really, really good right now. Honestly, like, I don't even think it's worth looking at anything else. We're going to go ahead and discard this Terror Chick then. We're going to spend 2 of our cubes. And we're going to go ahead and play this ward spell here for that draw 2, discard 2. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and kick out our channeling here. So we'll go ahead and draw 2. So it's going to be a draw 1. Then we're going to need to grade a card here, which might be the Surging Strike because it's the biggest one we got. Yeah, it's going to be that one. I was trying to wait for it, but it is what it is. All right, we'll flip that. Go ahead and put that back over here. Shuffle it up. Draw us one more card. Oh, we got another Jelly Cane. Cool, cool, cool. I did just grab... Oh, and I drew into another Terror Chick. All right, so we've drawn. Now we got to discard 2 cards here. So I think I'll discard this. And... let's see. What do we want to take next, though? There's a special here. And here. All right, so... yeah, I think we'll discard the Shadow Herb then. Because I think we'll hold on to the Lady Seer as our discard. All right, so Ward Spell is done. Next, we'll trigger our Petalamander. We summoned a card, so we got to put out a or another cube. So we were absolutely going to come over here for the Peaceful Glade because we want to win that one again this round. Let's see, what else do we have? When a card in your plan is stunned, nothing's been stunned. And then Channeling. When Channeling leaves, we get to supplant 1 out of the middle or right fields here. So... oh, that's an interesting one. I think I kind of want to go for the Dangerous Summit because I like getting the more victory points. So I think we'll do that. We're going to pull 1 cube out here and then drop in one of our own. So at least that gets us 4. Okay, and that's it. We spent our cubes, so we're good. All right. We'll go ahead and kick it back over here to Kaito. All right. This is a tactics card that's pushing left. Yeah, go ahead and kick that out. Kick out that block card. So then it's an ongoing. When a special card is played to any student's plan, he's going to gain power. Man. We kicked out the one that was every time a tactics card is played, and now he's got the one every time a special card is played. Okay. And, oh, even worse. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we were supposed to have stunned this before it left. All right, so now he gets to activate his mastery ability for free, grade the highest value card in the study. Oh, of course, we forgot to do that. Oh, there's that bounce orb. And that bounce orb is going to be the highest in the study. Ouch. Inner Fire, that Yeti. All right. An opposing student grades a card. Did we grade another card? I think we did. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I missed that another trigger there. Yeah, the Ambush. When an opposing student grades card plus 2 power, that's going to be on that center field there. So I definitely do not even want to bother dealing with the local village because he's just gaining power way faster than I can handle. All right. I think it's a good time to play our Jelly Cane here. Yeah, we want to kick out our channeling, our second channeling. So we'll go ahead and move that over. We'll go ahead and drop our Jelly Cane here. Grab 2 mastery cubes back. When our channeling leaves, we get to supplant again. So we'll go ahead and do that to the Dangerous Summit because now that puts us tying Dangerous Summit, so we'll get 7 VP for this one. So that's really good. We played a card when a card in your plan is stunned. Okay, yeah, we graded the cannon. That's right. So yeah, I'm not going to gain anything there. That's okay. We got our mastery. We'll be good. Okay. Back over to Kaito here. This is his last card, which is kind of good news for us. Oh, it is a creature card, so it's a double push here. So it's going to push that and this out. So pushing 2 out to place this over here. Grade the 2 lowest value cards in the study each other student gains mastery equal to the value. Oh wow. So yeah, we're gonna max out. Oh man, that sucks. We didn't need to play the jelly because we're only gonna gain 2. Like he's about to grade like 6 VP worth of cards, and we're only gonna be able to gain 2 out of it. All right, so do this Amtar again and the Fury Potion. He seems like a ferocity guy, so we'll give him the ferocity cards. So boom and a boom there. All right, so 2 lowest value cards in the study. Each other student gains power equal to the graded. Yikes. All right, now we'll go ahead and throw those over there. All right, and then that was a creature card, so nothing there. All right, so this goes out first. He's going to supplant 2, of course. He would 100% supplant. Well, you know, he would probably want... No, he would do it this way because he's going to go to first place. So he's going to get rid of my 2 to put in his 2. Ouch. All right, and then stun each opposing highest grade value special card. Now we do have a shield, so we're going to stun this instead. So gain 1 VP or swap 2 other cards in the plan. So we'll go ahead and stun this, and I think 1 VP isn't too great, but you know what? Kicking our Jelly Cane over here and putting our Hydrophone back into the center is going to be a lot more value for us. So we're going to do that. And then these are going to go to the discard. All right. And then so we have a new ongoing to keep track of. Supplant when an opposing student summons or grades a card. Oh, no. Oh, that's really, really bad for us. Okay. It's going to supplant in green. So there's no point in trying to push for green now, because he's just going to supplant anything that we do. Great. Awesome. Not really, but here we are. Okay. We got tons of mastery. We've got a few cards in our hand to use. We do have a stun card, so playing the bounce orb right now, actually not bad. We could discard to prepare because we're about to kick out the jelly. Grade 1 card from discard or preparation. Yeah, and I don't think our discard really has anything to... Yeah, there's nothing too great there. So we should probably discard then to prepare something that we could go ahead and kick out. So there's our Rapture there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna discard... Oh gosh. I want to discard this jelly. I'm like actually doing really well. Oh no. Give me that Lady Seer back. Discard the jelly. We're gonna prepare the Rapture for our action. Kaido's already out, so he's passed. So then now we're gonna... Let's go ahead and summon a card, I think. Yeah. Oh, let's go ahead and replace that. We were going to ditch the Lady Seer, probably. Yeah, so we could take out the Magical Melody, stun each opposing 2 card, +2 in the center field for each Tactics card stunned. Ooh, that's actually good. And he's got nothing there. And we're going to hit this one before we grade a card. Yeah, because right now he's gaining a ton of value off of us grading cards. So we want to stun that then before he can. So let's go ahead and spend our 2 mastery. We're going to activate our ability here. We're going to discard this Lady Seer to then summon the Magical Melody. It's going to kick out our Jelly Cane off to the side there. And then stun, so when it gets played, stun each opposing 2 card, +2 power in the local village for each Tactics card stun. So we're going to go ahead and stun that Ambush, which is a Tactics card. So we're going to go throw 2 power over here into the center. It's still a long ways from being able to do much. At least we are tied for first in the Dangerous Summit, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. We're going to get the 7 VP for that, which is very good. And then we're gonna, so that's all good. When a card in your plan is stunned, oh, we did miss that earlier. We might have been full though, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And then we summon a card, so we get to play a cube here for our Patalamander, which again, Peaceful Glade is so unobtainable right now. I feel like so we're just going to throw it here into the local village. We'll at least, you know, get us the solid second, but you know, there's a chance we could still tie for the first, especially with our bounce orb, which will actually probably go ahead and win it. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and resolve our Jelly Cane here. Grade 1 card from our discard or prepared area. Do I want to? Yeah. All right. So I kind of want to play the Rapture, but like there's nothing else good in my discard to grade, so I'm just going to grade the Rapture then. All right, and that's that action resolved there. So we've done everything there. So the last card we have then is our Bounce Orb. So we could either do our Michelle ability here. Let's go ahead and flip this over, see what there is. We have a Tactics Might card, so we could take that. Okay, we can take any of these. Well, it's kind of the same. We already have been using the Surging Strike. It was okay. It wasn't amazing, but for VP, not too bad on a graded card. We could stun each opposing 1 or 3 card, which has the highest value. Ooh, we could... Ooh. Student summons or grades a card. We did miss this. So he's going to supplant, but again, we haven't played anything over in the Peaceful Glade. So sure, he's going to supplant that. Okay, that doesn't really do anything to us. We could go ahead and stun that though. And if we wanted to grab this and then discard, instead, place the top card of your deck in this slot. It's not too bad. It allows us to cycle through our deck faster. Or we just play the Bounce Orb. And we have a stun card, so we're going to get 4, not 6. We're going to get 4 power if you have any stun cards in your plan instead. And that's going to allow us to win the local village. This is pretty good. Playing the 4 over here. We play a Tactics card. Okay, so we would trigger that. When a card in your plan is stunned. Okay, so we would be able to trigger this. We'd get 1 extra power, so it'd give us 5. We could tie the Peaceful Glade. Or do we want the first player token? It's kind of where we're at. Do we want the first player, or do we want to tie the Peaceful Glade? And then prepare 1. Prepare 1's not too bad. I think the call is to tie the Peaceful Glade. So that's what we're going to do then. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to play the Bounce Orb. Let's go ahead and kick out this stun card because it's not doing us any good. Now it will be stunned for the purposes of playing our Bounce Orb. So we're going to get 4 cubes for that. And then, oh no, we have to summon to get that extra 1. Okay. Play or prepare or summon a Tactics. Oh no, play. Okay, yeah, so this will trigger here because we're playing a Tactics card. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll get 1 extra. Oh no, but we can't play it to the green field. Alright, well, that solves that then. There's no point in playing it to the Peaceful Glade, I don't think. Oh, or we do. Okay. I know I keep talking through all these different plans. I don't really care about the first player token all that much, but getting the VP here. So if I do it this way, I tie here, I get 3. If I go here, I get second, and I get 3 to help keep up with his gaining of 5. So I know I went back and forth so many times, but that's where we're going to go ahead and play our cards out. Our cards, our cubes, all that fun stuff. And then we are going to go ahead and pass. I have a ton of pings going on, making sure I'm not missing anything. Someone probably blowing me up. Doesn't appear to be. Not directed at me, at least. All right, and then I'm going to pass as well. So we'll go to the end of the round here. So Peaceful Glade, he's going to prepare 1. So he's going to get to start the next round with a bonus card. And he's going to gain 5 VP. I'm going to gain 3 VP. All right, and then come over here. We are both tied with the local village, so we'll both get 3 VP for this. And since I didn't beat him, I can't take the first player token. So because we're tied, it just remains where it's at. So he's going to keep the first player token. Not too bad. I'm not too worried about that. And then Dangerous Summit, I'm tied for first. So I'm going to get 7 VP for this, and that's going to be pretty big. So it's going to allow us to kind of catch up a little bit here. And then we'll go ahead and reset all these cubes. Yeah, that supplant in the Dangerous Summit was a big move for us there. That really helped out a ton. So we'll go ahead and move all of these cubes back. This is like the worst part, is this slow process of resetting cubes. I don't like it. All right, and that one there. Oh, come on. Boom. Okay. And yeah, we're ready to begin the next round. So we'll go ahead and move our tracker down. Why does that have a different click sound than everything else? That's so weird. All right. So he has nothing left then in his deck. So then he's going to be able to shuffle his discard back up, same as we do. And then he's going to put, I believe, is it 5 cards this now that he's going to get to draw? We'll double check. Yep, round 3, he goes to 5 cards that he draws. So he's going to start the round with 6 cards this time, because he got that prepared one last time. So, boom. He goes there. And we get to draw up to 6. We have 6 cards in our deck. It's a bit of a bummer, because it would have been nice to be able to grade a card and, you know, cycle all those back in here. But here we are. All right. And yeah, we're ready to begin the round. All tokens are in place. Oh, we did forget to kick out. We do need to do that. So he's going to kick out the lowest value. If it's tied, it's my choice. So there is 2 of this. So we'll go ahead and kick that out. And then it will go to me. I will get to kick out a card. Ooh, that's so cool. Reveal a card from your hand. Copy its play or strike effect. It's a 4 VP card, though. Each time you draw in trash, plus 2 power. I don't see myself. Let's see what's in our hand. We had 1 here. I have the might, I have fortitude, I have ferocity, so I can technically get any of these. Let's do the illusion. We'll kick the illusion out, and we'll see what we get. All right, we got a Pingos. So stun each opposing active card. If this is defended, grade 1 from your discard. Ooh. That's pretty good. Stun each opposing active card. What is considered an active card? Oh, active card is the one in the, like, your play area, right? Between the 1 and the 2. Okay. All right, so he's going to go first here. Oops. He's got a Blisterno, which is a creature card, so it's going to push twice. All right, and it has no on play, but when this is that other one, when the tactics card is played, to any student's plan, he's going to gain a power. Yeah, so, ouch. And then it's going to go ahead and kick this one out, which does not have an effect when it gets pushed out. So, actually, all in all, pretty good for us. Now, there is nothing for us to stun there in the active zone, so Pingos not really doing a ton. I wouldn't mind summoning something. Yeah, because prepare, stun each opposing 2. That's 2 is already stunned. Yeah, so what can we use our ability here on? I think I can take anything. If this is defended, grade 1. I guess I could take the Pingos and it would force the Blisterno blocks on this card instead. Grade the lowest value special card in the study, which is crazy because if I take the Pingos, then there's not going to be one. And that could be really good value for us. But at the same time, like, of any deck, gain... Okay, so we could reveal... this is an interesting ability because it says reveal the top card of any deck. Technically, the study is a deck, so we could reveal that and gain mastery equal to the star value revealed, which is pretty cool. Let's see, 1 or 3 card, whichever has the highest. Yeah, that's whatever. Each opponent cannot defend this. Plus power for each card in your hand. That's what we want. All right, so we need to discard. All right, so we'll do that. Go ahead and discard this warder here. Go ahead and spend our 2 mastery cubes as I send the Pengost flying into the abyss. And we're going to go ahead and grab our cannon back here, or another one essentially. And yeah, we'll go ahead and kick out the Hydrophone. It's not really been doing us too much. That Petalamander has been putting in work. Is that the same Petalamander this whole game that we started with off of Michelle's 1 slot? I think it might be, which is pretty wild. So plus power for each card in your hand. So we can gain 5 power to any of these spots that we want. Now this is the 3rd round, so we have 1 more round after this. Now, do we want to gain the village? I think I want to go for the summit. Yeah, let's go for the summit because that 7 VP is huge, and then we'll just have that. Oh, but we don't really ever kick cards out to the left, so this would be a good time to put stuff into the Glade because we're always pushing cards out to the right, so like triggering a lot of these to these zones happens quite often. Oh, that's so tough to choose. No, we're gonna stick with the VP. I want to stick with the VP. I don't know the correct call in this situation. All right, and we summoned the cards, so we do get to trigger the Petalamander. So I am going to go ahead and at least throw 1 over here with our Petalamander trigger here. This is a tactics card. So we will trigger our magical melody here, so we can put 1 anywhere. I'm going to put it in the local village. And I believe that's it there. Where did my student card? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, but we got to check back over here because he has this card. When a tactics card is played to any student's plan, he's going to gain a power over here also in the Peaceful Glade. So we don't really get ahead of him there. All right, and that is going to do it for us. Back over to him. Instant Vantage. Oh, just immediately gets to grade a card. Cool. The highest value card. Let's go and flip 1 over. It's going to be a 4. So it's going to be one of these 2. We'll do the Ferrotoon, I suppose. Okay, and this is a tactics card. So he's going to get to gain another power over here. Golly, it's so hard to deal with this guy. Like once he starts like dropping cubes in a spot, like we just start to struggle. Okay, but hey, that was pretty easy for us though. So kicking it back over, now we get to do something. All right, we're out of mastery, so we kind of need to gain some mastery. The Petalamander right now would allow us to grade a card, which is pretty good. Stun each opposing 2. The 2 is already stunned. We could prepare a card, which isn't going to do us too much. The Terror Chick also not going to do us too much. Gaining a single power with the Lady Seer also not going to do too much. All right. I think I'm going to then... we're finally going to kick out the Petalamander, are we? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do it that way. Because, like, all these cards leaving, like, none of them are too great. So we're going to kick out the Petalamander. It's not going to gain us any benefit. Or, sorry, we do actually, before that, we're going to need a grade first, which is probably going to be the Hydrophone, because I don't remember. Ooh, that ward spell is pretty good. Oh, but I really like to draw the ward spell. Yeah. All right, yeah, we're going to do the Hydrophone. Just because there is a chance that we could draw the ward spell off of this Petalamander play. Give it a couple shuffles. Three feels good. We'll draw 1 card. Dang it. Oh, although the channeling is good. I don't mind the channeling. Channeling will allow us to use our ability again. And then this is going to go to the discard here. This was a creature, so it shouldn't trigger any of his stuff. When we play a card from your hand, we get to play out a power. This is a ferocity card, so it's not going to trigger our magical melody. So we at least get to do our surging strike, play out a cube somewhere. I could go here to match that, which is probably the play, just to keep up with him. Now, of course, he's got a ton of cards he's still playing over here, so we'll see what happens. For each student who cannot defend this, gain +1 power in each field. Okay, well, all right, and it pushes to the right. All right, I do not have a defensive card, so I will not be able to defend against it. So he's going to gain 1 power in each field. Cool. Like, not that I'm too worried about the other fields, but it's the Peaceful Glade. Him gaining that one, that's kind of is a bummer. This is a Tactics card, so then he will trigger this one. So he's going to gain another cube in the Peaceful Glade. Now he's at 4. Golly. All right, and then this exited +2 power, as though this exited from the opposite side of the plan. Of course. Of course it is. Okay, so he's going to gain 2 more cubes over here in the Peaceful Glade. Yeah, if we were hoping to win that, well, that's out the window now. Maybe I should have put those cubes. Yeah, if we had put those 5 over here, we would have been at 7, 1 ahead of him still. God, that's so wild. Okay, that's it for him. Now it goes back over to us. Yeah, we got this. This is probably what we want to play. Who defends gains +1. He does have this, so we'll stun this. Grade the lowest special card, which is the Pengost right now, which is only 2, which actually isn't that bad. Unless I just wanted to actually... Could I? Yeah, I could discard the Lady Seer and the herb and just recruit it myself. Stun each opposing active card if it is defended. Grade 1 from your discard. If this is defended, yeah, grade 1 from your discard. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. We're going to discard our Lady Seer here. Oh, that's actually... Oh, man. Okay. Sorry. We don't have anything good yet. We need to kick out something. Let's kick out... Or let's play. Sorry. Okay, so we need to keep our Special in Might card here. So we can either play the Terror Chick or the Warder here. I don't want to play the Channeling yet. So then 2 power when it leaves, gain 1p if this exits from 3 +1 mastery. That wouldn't be bad because we're on that odd number this whole time, which is kind of annoying. But preparing isn't like super amazing. It'd be okay. Now let's yeah, we'll play the Terror Chick. Alright, and then we want to kick out... Yeah, we'll kick out the Magical Melody to play our Terror Chick here. And we play a card. We can go ahead and throw out a power. That left field is dead to me. So I'm just going to throw it on the local village so we can at least be winning that field. We summon, yeah, that. I don't think anything is triggering when you play, and we're not doing a tactics card there, so. Okay. Alright, hopefully whatever he flips here doesn't just ruin all my plans. Alright, so it's going to push to the left. Oh, that's funny, because now he's just going to kick that out. So now we don't even actually have to worry about that. Play this to the 1 slot. Oh. Stun each opposing 1 card. How does that work? Play this to the 1 slot. So I guess that would stay there, and we play this to the 1 slot, and it would still push to the left, so it's still going to kick this card out, which is good for us. So, just to double check. Yeah, and stun each opposing 1 card, which, that kind of sucks. But not, like, super crucial, like we just did with what we wanted to do with this, so, yeah. We'll go ahead and push it out the next time we get a chance. All right, and yeah, so actually not too bad. Why did that get flipped? Get back over. Okay, so back to our turn. Now we're going to we're going to get a little risky here. I'm going to discard for to get the Pengost. I'm going to discard the Might and Special card that I have in my hand. So discarding 2. Oh, wait, no, he just kicked out his block card. Oh, that sucks. That did mess up what I was going to do, because I wanted him to defend against it. Because if this is defended grade 1 from your discard, and stun each opposing active card, which, oh, wow, prepare 1. Like, I'm not that worried about that. Man. Well, now everything's out the window. But that's okay. We can go ahead and play our channeling because there's nothing for him to defend against now. So we'll go ahead and kick out this. Or do we want to stun the highest value card? What would be? Oh, it would be tied. So we could do that. Supplant 1 in both of those. Yeah, we don't really want him supplanting in the local village, do we? Sure. All right. We're going to kick this way. So, boom. We'll do it like that. So, we're going to gain 2. He can't defend. He would gain a mastery. But he's not a player, so he's not going to be able to really use it. But mainly, we want the 2 mastery for ourselves. Bounce Orb gets kicked out. Stun each opposing highest value card. If there's a tie, so like all ties, we get to choose. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and stun that one right there. So feels pretty good for us. And we didn't summon a card, so we're not going to trigger anything there. Cool. Cool. Back to Kaito. All right, training items. All right, so he gets to do this again. And it pushes to the left, which is good news because we just stunned that card. But now he gets to grade something. The highest, the highest value card, which is going to be these 2 again. Yeah, sure. Do Foresight. That's what he chose last time, so we'll go ahead and do it again. Boom. Ooh, we got the Sylphunk. You may recover a different card in your plan. Not too bad. If I was playing a big shield heavy one, that wouldn't be too bad. I could get this back. You play a card from your hand. It's not really doing me anything right now, though. So, all right. Cool. So, my turn. I've got some mastery. I've got some different things I can choose here. The Sylphunk, recovering something doesn't do any good because I'm just going to kick it out. You do Rapture. Can I do the Rapture? Yeah, I've got a Might card. You may pay 1 mastery. If you do, supplant in the same field. That's not too bad. If we did that, we could go, what, 2, 4, and then take his away, and we'd be tied at 5 in the Peaceful Glade. And then we summon. Okay, summon's not going to be able to get us there, but we could throw another one in the middle. Oh no, we're out of cubes. We only have 3 left, so I can only play 3. So if I did that, if I did the Rapture play, I would be tying in the Peaceful Glade, assuming he doesn't do something else to gain any more value there. If this training gets pushed out by this last card here, he could supplant 2. That would suck. I could just gain 1 power somewhere. Stun each opposing 1 or 3 card. whichever has the highest value. His 3 is already stunned, so we could just do that. But again, I don't really care about stunning that card. For each opponent that cannot defend this, gain +1 mastery. So spend 2, gain 1 back, which would actually be fine because that would make us even again to use our ability again. I don't think I should spin this one though. I would need to spin the warder to gain this one. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. So we're gonna spin 2 using our oh goodness, oh come on, Michelle ability here. We're going to go ahead and discard the warder to then summon this drill attack here. And we'll go ahead and kick out the stun card because it's not doing us any good. And so for each opponent that cannot defend this, I'm going to gain 1 mastery. He's got no blocks, so he's not going to be able to defend against it. So we'll gain 1 mastery back. I summoned a card, so I can activate my Patalamander, so I can put 1 cube somewhere. I'm currently winning the local village. I'm winning the Dangerous Summit as well. The scary thing is whatever his last card is, if it's that one that kicks out his supplant, I'm going to be hurting because it's going to be 2. If it goes to the left, that's fine. If it goes to the right, oh, he can't push it out if it goes to the right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take the first player token for the final round. Seems good. Seems good to me. All right. For each opponent that cannot defend, there we did the Patalamander. We kicked out a stunned card, and we've got mastery to spare. All right, cool. And then we'll go ahead and flip over and replace that card again. Ooh, an Earth Bobble. No on-play effect, but stun. This card gain the on-play of any card in your plan. Okay. Like channeling would be pretty good. The Patalamander, not too bad. All right, well, food for thought. Let's see what he's going to do. His final card here for the round. Push 2 to the right. It is a creature, so that's going to push that out. And then that, and then this is going to get kicked out. This is going to go here. And that's what I was worried about. If that training got kicked all the way out, that was going to be super brutal. So he's going to gain 3 in the center. Of course he is. Of course. He's going to gain 3 cubes right here in the local village. I only thought I was finally going to get the first player token this game. All right, and then when the instant advantage is kicked out, plus 1 power equal to the number of tactics card in the study. Oh, gosh. There are none. Haha. Instant advantage my foot. All right, cool. And then he's out of cards, so he's going to pass after that. So, oh, gosh. Now he's winning the local village, too. Okay. I've got 2 cubes left. Well, what can we do with 2 cubes? I can play a Lady Seer and tie him in that, which is okay, at least for getting VP. We have enough mastery from Michelle's ability. We have a special and a might card. So we could do Pengost, we could do Inner Fire, or Rapture here. Rapture is you may pay a mastery if you do Supplant in the same field, but just gaining the 2 off of the Rapture alone would, yeah, that would win us the local village. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll spin the 2 mastery. I'm going to, let's see, yeah, discard the Shadow Herb to then summon the Rapture. Wow, that's meta AF. I am going to kick out channeling, though, just because I kind of want the chance to draw it. Oh, no, we got 8 cards there. The chances of us cycling that back in is pretty low. but supplanting out the left side, like we've seen how little that's been working. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kick that out the left and to play the Rapture there. So, and basically what that does is we're playing our last 2 cubes right here to the middle. So I can't spend mastery even if I had any because I don't have any cubes. I can't use the supplant from the channeling because I don't have any more cubes. Like once you play out your cubes, that's it. Like you don't have any extras. So we got 12 cubes. We've got them all out on the board there. Which also means this Lady Seer, playing the Lady Seer isn't going to do us anything. I did summon a card, Petalamander, not going to be able to do anything. So, what do we want to do here? None of these other things are going to trigger. So, I have the Lady Seer in hand. Playing it's not going to do me any good. I can discard it to prepare something. Ooh, Fury Potion. Yeah, let's do that. Our last action here is going to be discarding the Lady Seer then to prepare the Fury Potion. And again, I'm taking multiple actions because he's out of cards to play, so he's not going to be doing anything. God, he has 9 graded cards. I have 4. Oh, this final round is going to be brutal. All right, we'll go ahead and then flip this over, and let's go ahead and tally everything up. So Peaceful Glade, of course, he wins here. He's going to get the 5 VP. Oops, come on now. Boom. He will get to prepare a card for free. I'm going to gain 3 VP. Oh, no, I don't even get 3. I'm in last, so I'm going to get, what, 1? Yeah, I get 1 VP here. Ouch. Middle field, though. I do win the middle field, so I will take the first player token. Haha! I will also gain 3 VP. Come on. Come on, Tabletopia, work with me here. He does get second in the local village, so he's going to get 1 VP for that one. That's okay. Way down here now, I am winning the Dangerous Summit, so I'm going to get 7 VP. That's going to feel pretty good. I'm going to need it. And then he's in last place here because he only had the 1. Then the dummy cubes are going to get the second place and get the 4 technically, and he's going to get 1 for being in last place there. All right. And then we'll go ahead and pull cubes. Do 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 do. No 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 no. Do do do. It's the final round. It's the final countdown. All right. Next, we'll go ahead. We'll draw our Fury Potion first, and then we will draw 5 more cards. So that puts us up to our 6. Hey, cool. We got the Ward Spell. I don't know if it's going to be enough because there's still so many cards left in our deck there. We just haven't really been grading stuff. And then he's going to get 5 cards. He's going to get these 2. And then we'll flip over his discard. We'll shuffle it, and he's going to get 3 out of this one. 2, 3. So he's got 6 cards again. Man, him getting that prepare every time is rough. Like, absolutely rough. Okay. And we're first player this time. So we get to have first crack at anything we want. I have no mastery. So playing some mastery right now. We'll trigger this, discard this instead, discard all. Tactics card in the study, grade 1 randomly. What do we have up here? It's going to just be this. He's going to get to instantly grade the Magby. Ouch. Like, that doesn't feel good. As though from the opposite side, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We're just going to play a card. We're going to play the Ward Spell. It's going to give us another like stun target here. We're going to draw 2 and discard 2. So draw 2. Yeah, we'll go ahead and discard the Warder. I don't think it's going to be doing us any good preparing anything. And then we'll do the Terra Chick because we have so much protection already out there. So All right. And then our drill attack, it leaves, so gain 3 power as though it exited from the opposite side of your plan. So it's going to go out to 3. So let's go ahead and throw those down here into the Dangerous Summit, again, just to get us some more VP. I like the big 7 VP. Ooga booga. Bingo bongo. Play the easy stuff. Nice and simple. All right, and then we didn't summon anything, so we're not going to trigger any ongoings there. That is a tactics card, but he doesn't have that card in play anymore. Cool. All right, his turn. What's he playing? Pushing to the left. It is a creature card, so it's going to push twice. Grade 2 lowest value cards in the study. Each student gains equal to that. Okay, that's nice because we didn't play our channeling, so we're going to get a ton of mastery off of this. So that's actually finally timed out really nice. Unfortunately, he's going to get 2 of the lowest value cards here, which is going to be the Pengos and then one of the 3s. He's a pretty stinky guy, I think, so we'll make him grab the Silfunk. And that's going to be 5, so that's actually going to give us our max mastery immediately. So that's cool. And then we'll go ahead and replace those 2 cards. We see the Tigerin again. Ooh, I remember this card being good. Antipode Hourglass. Gain 2 to the village. If this is defended, gain +1 to each other field. It doesn't say instead, so we would gain the benefit of both here, which would be pretty powerful. He does unfortunately have the Vesperoon, so discard this card instead. Discard all, tactics in the study, grade 1 randomly. Yeah, and the Magby's there. Ugh. So we don't want to get this one right now. At least once he pushes, hopefully he pushes at least the Vesperoon out, and then we could go for this play. So until then, maybe going a different route. We've got a ton of mastery, so we should definitely do some summoning. May give you mastery or 1 VP. If not, stun each of their ferocity cards. It's kind of interesting. I don't really want to stun anything, so I guess we'll just give ourselves VP if we kick out the Rapture. I don't want to supplant yet because I want to supplant his stuff. Supplanting the dummies, like, there's no point, really. I'd much rather supplant his stuff to make sure he doesn't score anything if possible. And I don't want to, like, I'm already capped on mastery, so I don't want to do that. So let's look at the special and the might cards here. We don't want to take that yet. We've got Inner Fire. We don't want to take that because that's stunning. This stuns as well. We could take the Magby. It's going to be draw, and then draw 1, trash 1. Then you may swap 2 cards in your plan. Honestly, not bad. The drawing actually allowing us to cycle through. It's going to be 2 draws. Yeah, we only have 1 card left in the deck, which means we can grade a card if we do this. So we're going to spend 2 mastery here. And this is a special card, right? Oh gosh, it did the thing again. Yeah, so we're going to discard our Lady Seer here as well when we activate this to grab this Magby. We're going to go ahead and summon it. So we're going to kick this over to go ahead and play this. So we're going to get to draw 1. Ooh, another jelly. That's great. And we're going to get to draw another one. But first, Magi Bee. I like saying Magby. Magabee. Let's grab their cannon here because it's the highest VP card. And then we get to remake our deck, shuffle it up, and then we can draw 1 card, and then we got to discard 1 again. Ooh, some good stuff here. Oh, what do we discard? There's so much good stuff. Probably the herb, because the drill attack could be might or tactics, depending on what we want to do. Also, it's just for each opponent that cannot defend, gain. Like, that's okay. It's not amazing, but it's a better discard than the herb is. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. And all right, so we did that. Then swap 2 cards in your plan. Then you may swap 2 cards in your plan. So let's swap the Terrachick and the Petalamander. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh man, that Magi Bee, that when you prepare a card, gain draw 1, trash 1, draw 1, trash 1. It's kind of good. And make sure you do it in that order too, because it's like you draw 1, then trash 1, then you draw another one and trash 1. If it was draw 2, trash 2, that's different because it gives you more knowledge. So don't play that incorrectly there. We summoned a card, so we'll go ahead and trigger our Petalamander to gain us another cube. We're going to go ahead and throw it here to tie us for first in the Dangerous Summit. And then our Rapture. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Each opponent may give you... Oh, yeah, it's going to... If not, stun each of their Ferocity cards. So, unfortunately, first, it's going to hit that. That's going to block. Discard this card instead. Oh, discard this card instead. Discard all tactics cards in the study, grade 1 randomly. Ouch. Okay. And I believe we know already. Well, yeah, we gotta do it in that way. Okay. Oh, did we? That was the one card. Ha ha! Outwitted on total accident. discard all tactics cards in the study, grade 1 randomly. There aren't any because we pulled the only one. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, that gets discarded. Each opponent may give you Mastery, which he doesn't have any to give, or 1 BP. If not, stun each of their Ferocity cards. This is one of those moments where it's like, well, now I just get to kind of choose what I want to do. This should have been put back over here last time. I think we're just going to stun this. I think it would make more sense to give us a VP, but he's pretty low right now, so I don't know what the proper thing would be. But I think I just want to get rid of this, so we're going to stun this Ferocity card instead. Okay. Man. Wild. Rapture. Call down the Rapture. All right, and then, yeah, we summoned a card, so we already did that. Good. Dang, that was a heck of a turn right there. He still has 5 cards left, though. All right. Sideways attack. Push to the right. Swap this plan's 1 and 2. If either were stunned, recover them. Ugh. Oh, no. If not, +3 power in the summit. Ugh. All that, and he just recovers it right back. Dang it. Oh well. We at least stunned it for the, like, before he could trigger the supplant for the Magibee, but oh well. Alright, and then it's gonna go over there. Cool. Alright, and then nothing else looks like it's triggering. And now he's going to start gaining that in the village, which the village isn't too bad, so if we summon, it's okay. And it's actually not a bad time to play this, because there's nothing for him to... Like, he doesn't have anything to block, to defend. And then if we kick out the Terrachick, we're going to gain 2 cubes. That'll solidify our Dangerous Summit play if we wanted, or we could go to the local village. But he's going to supplant us if we go to the local village, so we might not want to do that then. Alright, so yeah, we're going to, let's see. Again, he doesn't have any cubes out. So our Fury Potion is still just going to keep waiting. Unless we want to discard the Drill Attack, we can take a Might or Tactics card. Oh yeah, there's this one. If this is defended, gain +1 to each other field. This is defended. Okay, yeah, but he doesn't have anything to defend against it. Stun each opposing 3. Gain them. Yeah, nope. That's not going to do us any good because it's not a might. 1 or 3 card. Whichever is the highest. I mean, stunning, I guess, isn't that bad on the training items. That prevents him from supplanting 2. That supplant 2 is actually pretty brutal. And then the block is actually also pretty good. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and spend 2 mastery. We're going to discard the drill attack to then summon our inner fire. We're going to kick out the Terra Chick. Like, we're replacing a block with a block, so that's okay. We're going to be able to throw out 2 cubes as well. We'll stun the 1 or 3. He doesn't have anything in the 1, so we're going to go ahead and stun that so he can't supplant 2 when that gets kicked out, which is good. And then the Terra Chick is going to play out 2 cubes. I could play them out to Dangerous Summit or Local Village. We'll go ahead and throw them in the Local Village. Sure. And we summoned a card, so we can also use the Petalamander to throw one out. Let's throw one. We'll just do one right there. Just because I don't trust any supplanting. Although the Ferrotoon, no, we should throw it over here. Because if the Ferrotoon supplants 1, then we're not winning that field anymore. So, all right, so that's good there. We haven't prepared anything, so that's not going to trigger. All right. Again, I feel like I'm making pretty good plays here. But he has such powerful cards. You never know. All right, we're pushing to the left here. Oh, no, this is different. Play this to the 1 slot. So it completely skips that and plays it right there. And then stun each opposing 1 card. Oh, no. Actually, that's not bad. Our ward spell here. So we could choose the ward spell or the inner fire. Stun this card instead. Gain 1 VP. Or swap 2 other cards in your plan. Discard this card instead. Place the top card of your deck in this slot. I think we're going to do that. Like, the gaining 1 VP, not bad. But 1 VP, swapping 2 things, I'd rather deck thin. I know we've got 10 cards there, but okay. And each time we summon, we get a gain of power there. So both Petalamanders in play here. So discarding the inner fire then. Yeah, so that kind of worked out pretty well for us, actually. We haven't graded anything. We did summon, though, so he would have right here. He would have supplanted 1 earlier when we summoned. Yeah, because we summoned the inner fire. Alright, it happens. It happens. It's okay. We have 1 mastery, so we need to gain some mastery. He has nothing to defend right now. We could supplant a little bit with the Fury Potion. It's not great. Channeling is pretty good right now. But, like, what we want to kick out? Honestly, the Jelly Canes right now seem pretty good. If we need to kick some Jelly Canes out, is what we need to be doing. Alright. I could just go mad and then just, like, use the Magibee and prepare cards, so, and then just keep drawing. Like, that would give me 8. Oh, there's 9 cards, though. It's still not even enough to even matter. Alright, we're gonna play it slow here. So we're gonna kick out a Petalamander to play a Jelly Cane to go ahead and grab us 2. Seems fine. And we're opposing summons or grades. Yep, we didn't do any of that, so we're okay. Alright, can we survive another round? Alright, push to the right. He's gonna kick out this stunned card. And has no play effect. Just discard this card instead. Grade the highest ferocity in the study, which I believe there are several. Well, not several, but there are a few. So, but they're only 3. They're not like huge. They're not 4s. It's still something though. What to do here? So kicks it over to us. Prepare. We could summon Is there anything worth summoning right now? Another ward spell. I'd have to spend the mastery for the jelly cane, though, so I'd have to spend 3, basically. But I'm kind of also at a point where I don't really have a lot going on. Any specials? Yeah, there's no specials out there either. Oh no, jelly cane, he's a wild. I wouldn't have to spend that. If we do this, we would hit that, and they would that. Oh no, they gain that. Okay, so we probably don't want that to happen then. I could just play the jelly. And just kind of stall a little bit. Yeah. Well, man, it's so hard to decide. No, I think I should be discarding to take something. Let's do... I could do the ward spell, but I mean, I've kind of already got everything figured out what I want to do. I could take the Tigerin just for the 2. Stun each opposing 3 card. Yeah, I don't really want to stun anything. That's stunning, that's stunning, that's stunning, that's blocking. Alright, in your plan. You know, leaves, draw 1, trash 1, gain 2 power. That Earth Ball is not too bad if I can get it kicked out. Alright. Enough stalling. We gotta make a play of some type. Alright, we're gonna do 2. We're going to discard our jelly here as a wild to then grab this Earth Bauble here, which is going to then kick out... Oh man, if I go to the left, the jelly would be so much sooner. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Seems fine. Alright, and then we summon a card so we can trigger our Petalamander. We can go ahead and throw out a power somewhere. So, I thought I did this already, but we'll throw it there in the Dangerous Summit. So we're winning that one. I'm saving the Fury Potion to actually play. I would prefer to play it. Man, I'm like 1 card short in my hand to like get maximum efficiency here. Alright. Opponent summons, so it gets to supplant 1, which is okay. So he's gonna do this and supplant 1, which is okay because we put that out there. So we're still tied for first, and he's just getting what, 1 VP. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. All right, what are you playing here, buddy? Another ongoing, and it's going to push to the right, so it's going to kick that out. That feels good. All right, and then +1 plus power when a stun card exit an opposing student's plan. Interesting. I don't have anything right now, so I could supplant there. I could supplant here. I could play this. It would trigger this. I don't really want to trigger that. I could prepare a card and draw. That's not really great either, though. Let's see. Grade the highest ferocity card, right? Oh, we didn't put one out. Which is going to be one of these guys. So he's going to get 3 more VP. If I play that, I could trash it. Oh no, I should play this because that's going to give me another mastery. That's going to give me 2, so that's enough to summon 1 last time. So, alright, we're going to have to then. We're going to go ahead and kick this out to then... Oh, God. Yeah, because he kicked that ongoing out, right? Yeah, cool. So I don't have to worry about this stupid ongoing anymore. of supplanting. So we're going to play this. We're going to supplant 2. We're going to gain a mastery. So where do we want to supplant them? Could go here to the local village. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to pull out a dummy cube and his 1 cube here to go ahead and throw in 2 of our own. We gain the 1 mastery there. Next, we're going to trigger the Jelly Cane, which is going to grade us a card. We're just going to go and grab this Ward spell with those big 4 VP. And we summoned a card, so we can trigger our Petalamander and go ahead and throw out 1 cube. And we'll go ahead and just secure that first place spot just in case, because I don't want the dummy to accidentally score it somehow, like getting supplanted or something crazy like that. And yep, we're good. All right, and then his last card here. All right, just another ongoing. It's going to push to the left here. And let's see. When stun card exits. Plus power when I played to any student's plan. That's the special. That's okay. And then when this one leaves supplant in the left 2. So he's going to supplant in the peaceful village, which is okay. And then he's going to come over here and then supplant in the local village. I think it would make sense for him to supplant me. Although it's not going to do him much good. He could supplant the dummy, but just having the 1 cube there is already going to put him in tied for a second. So, yeah, that is A-okay with me. That does give him 2nd place, though, in the Peaceful Glade, which is going to give him 3 more VP. That kind of sucks. We have 1 last card here, so he's going to pass. We have 1 play left. So playing this basically does nothing, just giving us like 2 more mastery that we couldn't even spend. That would also trigger this, discard this card instead, grade the highest ferocity card. So we want to discard this, whether that is to prepare and use the Magaby, or we can discard and then recruit, or not recruit something. We can get something out of here, which is going to be, looks like the Sylphunk is our only target. You may recover a different card in your plan. Like, it's not amazing, but it's like the lesser of all the evils, right? We don't want to like trigger his stun. We don't want to stun that shield card of his. We don't want, we could just use the Magaby ability, the Magi Bee, and discard it to prepare. Preparing isn't going to get us any more VP or anything like that. So if I'm just going to do something here, I think the best play is to discard this. We'll spend the 2 mastery, and then we will recruit the only special card out there, which is the Sylphunk, which the on-play does nothing for us. But we can kick out the Earth Bauble, which is kind of cool. We'll trigger the Petalamander. We summoned a card, so we can throw out another cube. Not that it really matters here, because it's only going to be in the local village or Dangerous Summit. But you know what? We'll just do it over there for kicks. And then the Earth Bauble here is a draw 1, trash 1, which doesn't matter what we draw, because it's going to get trashed. And then we can throw out 2 power. The 2 power, though, is the important part, because we're going to throw them over here in the Peaceful Glade and tie it for first. That's the real kicker right there. So, like, discarding that, the Sylphunk did nothing, the Petalamander summon did nothing, but kicking out that Earth Bauble to the left and not triggering his block here, those were the biggest plays that we could possibly do. So, we're out of plays now as well, so we'll go ahead and end the round here. So we'll go ahead and add everything up. We end up winning here in the Peaceful Glade. And he's going to tie for, well, he's going to actually get 2nd. All right, so 3, and I'm going to get. Okay, so we got our 5 there. The prepare isn't going to matter, because prepared cards don't count for VP. We'll go to the local village here. I'm winning that one, so I'm going to retain the first player, and I'm going to get the 3 VP. He's going to tie for second. He's going to get himself 1 VP. Come on. Boom. And then we'll come over here to the Dangerous Summit. I'm winning that one, so I'm going to get that whopping 7. And he's going to get 1 because he's in last place there. Boom. All right, now we're going to add up all of our cards. First, I'm going to do the first player token. It's going to give me an extra bonus 1 here. Next, we're going to go ahead and add up all of our VP cards here. So it's going to be 1, that's a 0, that's a 0, that's a 0, that's a 2, 0, 0, 0. It's going to be 3, 4, that's a 0, that's a 5. Zoom out a little bit here. That's going to be 6, that's 0, that's 0, 0, 0, 0. That's 7, that's 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's 0. So we'll go ahead and throw out that was 11 for us. Oops. I can do it. I can do it. I can make it to the 11. It's like playing Operation. Or like the games at the fairs, you know, we get to like move the metal circle around and not trigger the shocking thing. All right, now let's check out all of our graded. So we got 3, 7, 11, 14, 18, 22. All right, so can we get the 11 twice in a row? Boom. And then another 11. Boom. So we're at 84. Now let's come over here and check what he's at. All right, we'll go through the deck first. He's got 1, 0, 2. It's going to be 3. Right, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 13, 16, 18 there. So let's go, let's do a +9 twice. This is where you see people's math just be like, what is your tactics for counting, sir? All right, and this is the part that's really gonna like hose us, is he's got so many. So we're like a little over 30. Yeah, we're 33 points ahead. Let's see if we can hold it, but it's not looking good. If all of these are worth at least 3 points, then he's gonna get 33 like instantly with just the 11 cards. So 4, 7, 10, 14, 18. Yeah, that's a lot of 4 cost here. 21, 24, 28, 32, 35, 38. Oh, gosh. All right, so let's do 10. Let's do another 10. Another 10. And then 8. 89 to 84. Man, we were really on fire there at the end, and it was still not enough. He was the issue was the early game, he was grading cards like a fiend. I don't know what was going on, but I didn't start playing around it, I think, enough in the early game. Like towards the like round 2 and on, maybe round 3 and on, I was really playing around. It's like, okay, don't let him grade cards. Like, don't play stuff that's going to trigger his ongoings to allow him to grade cards for free. Don't allow him to, you know, trigger stuff like this. You know, discard this card instead, grade the highest ferocity card in the study. Also, trying to prevent him from using his ability is very difficult because he's going to grade the highest value card in the study. It doesn't matter what style it is, he's just going to get to pick the highest one. So preventing him from being able to do that also. So like knowing when to hit these cards, like probably hitting the shadow powder is better than having it leave the play area and then triggering his mastery ability. So I'd rather him do this and then like grade a low cost, like grading this 3 instead of being able to pick a 4, right? It would have just made way more sense that way. To hit those. Not hitting stuff like this, stun this card instead, grade the lowest special card in the study. Like, never hitting these cards. You never want to hit these cards to allow him to get that bonus grade. You just want him to push these cards out on his own. Makes a lot more sense. But I think with that, we'll go ahead and call it a night here. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this play out. I know we had a lot of people coming and going and watching throughout the night, so really greatly appreciate that. Anybody watching back later on YouTube, if you have any questions, please feel free to throw them into comments or go ahead and join our Discord if you're not already, and you're more than welcome to ask any questions there. There's pretty much always somebody available to answer any sort of questions you might have, whether that be for Academy or for our TCG. We'll take this time just to mention here that we do have our Kickstarters here available to go ahead and follow. This is taking quite some time to load. I guess it doesn't like me streaming. But if you go to Kickstarter and you type in Wildhearts, then you'll get several different available things to follow. Our TCG, as well as, of course, Academy here. So please go and follow that. It allows us to get some good ideas of metrics and things like that. Looks like someone is saying something to me somewhere. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. And with that, I will go ahead and call it a night here.